Let's head on out to Mahikeng now, because the Northwest Initiation Coordinating Committee is appealing to the National Prosecuting Authority, and that's to impose a harsher sentence on leaders of bogus initiation schools. The ICC says it will deter those who want to engage in such activities. This follows the arrest of a surgeon operating at a school where 25 initiates were rescued on Friday. The suspect will be charged with contravening the Customary Initiation Act of 2021. Refiloe Seboko is in Mahikeng and joins us now. One imagines, Refiloe, that some of the parents that had their children in these initiation schools are probably aggrieved. One finds the communities themselves also possibly up in arms.
Indeed, Arabile, I'm sure you'd have seen some of the parents that we spoke to yesterday who were really aggrieved, by the treatment that their children were subjected to at this bogus initiation school. One parent was also aggrieved by the fact that, despite the fact that her child or her son had went for a medical circumcision, this child was once again initiated at this bogus initiation school. But like we indicated, the Northwest Initiation Coordinating Committee calling for a harsher sentence for the leaders of this bogus initiation school. Thank you so much, Dumiso, and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Maybe let's get a reaction following the arrest of that, the culprit on this matter.
No, thank you very much, Refiloe, and one needs to take this time to thank you and greetings to the viewers, and thank you for having afforded us this opportunity to come and speak to the nation. Look, we are quite delighted and we are happy that the culprit that we so wanted for the past 2 weeks, we have eventually made a breakthrough, and then together with the assistance of the police and my team as the PICC members, we managed, the culprit is now arrested. Yes.
And you are also calling for a harsher sentence for those who are running this bogus initiation school.
No, quite absolutely, Refiloe. You would remember that initiation itself is a very sensitive practice. It's a sacred and confidential. So once a person come and play around the lives of the ordinary boys, it becomes a problem. So the PICC therefore calls for the very harsher sentence, so that it begins to send a very loud, clear and tough message to those that would want to do the same thing, that here we are not playing. We are in a serious business of running a proper initiation schools. Hence the Act. The Act stipulates it very clear that the initiation should be run customarily, and the person who runs it must be able to observe customary practice as we know it and as it has been practiced by our forefathers. And the Act is very clear in terms of the offences. So the NPA must come out clear, but will assist, because also we've got a role to play in terms of providing with necessary information that will watertight the case, so that the culprits don't run or don't get arrested and later on they are released. Yes.
In this instance, we've seen some of the parents that we spoke to. These children went to this bogus initiation school. Though they were medically circumcised, they got initiated once again. Where to from now? How are you advising the parents in terms of, maybe taking them into legal initiation school so that they can complete the process, but also afforded the necessary support psychologically, so among others?
Now, we can only say, because it has to remain the decision of the parent, after all, we can only say if the boys want to go and continue, the PICC is there to guide the parents in terms of who are the permitted principals in this regard, so that they can take those boys to the proper and well-documented initiation schools. We've got the list. We know here in Mulema who have been offered a permit, and we know somewhere else, even in Bojanala. But Furthermore, we would also advise that before they can do that, they take this initiate or their kids for the medical checkup, because you and I, Refiloe, do not know what might have happened to these boys. Yes, we have seen the bros, they were badly treated. And it's unfortunate that people who are running this thing, or the customary practice has been infiltrated by criminals who uses this what is supposed to be a sacred practice for their selfish money-making scheme. And I normally tell them that do they really understand what is the purpose of this initiation school? Because initiation school is supposed to initiate or transit the boyhood into manhood, but you begin to observe a proper guidance by the elders. So that you become a responsible person once you have completed the initiation in the society and you become well-mannered. But unfortunately, Refiloe, in this current epoch, it has become a different thing. It has attracted criminals who are masquerading as the principal. So we want to call on this principal, or we want to remind them that we are coming for them. We are not finished. We will continue to monitor and inspect what they are doing, because the season has not yet completed. I think it should complete on the 18th of this month. So we it's just that we are disturbed by this bogus initiation school, because we had to abandon our work of inspection and then run behind this culprit who have taken the kids of parents without their consent. And we have been searching for him for more than 2 weeks. Every day, literally, Refiloe have to wake up and go and search for this man.
Yeah. You're talking about, taking the kids without the consent of parents. What actions or parents can take when their children are taken without their consent or their permission?
That is a very important question. Look, the Act is very clear. The Customary Initiation Act, Act 2 of 2021. It begins to give many elements of an offense. It stipulates also that in an event that kids are taken without the consent of parents, that constitute an offense, and therefore parents have got a recourse in that regard to go and open also the cases against the same culprit. Now it tells you that the man has got so many charges. That of illegal conducting illegal initiation school without a valid permit offered to him, which then constitute an offense, and that of taking kids of parent without their consent.
It is a sensitive matter, but with regards to the operation still continuing and monitoring as the winter initiation season continues, how many schools have so far been closed? Are we also having incidents of fatalities?
So far, Refiloe, I can confirm to our viewers that so far we've managed to close about 17 illegal initiation schools. And unfortunately, we have now at 3 deaths that we have recorded. It's unfortunate. Perhaps one needs to take this time to offer a heartfelt condolences to the family that would have lost their loved ones. And we want to assure them that so far we are doing well as the PICC. This terrain, as you know, is a sensitive one, and one needs to apply laws quite literally and quite helping. And we need to call on the parents to also, and all other stakeholders, to come and join us. And they must not run to social media to try to rubbish us when we are trying our level best. I mean, some of us, we have not been sleeping, we have been on the run, literally in the bushes, and arrive home late. you can imagine, and you know that we sometimes have to knock off at 4:30, but we go beyond that in terms of as a commitment, a passion to serve our community, but importantly to assist our parents.
Thank you so much for your time. Dumiso Kiwachile from the Northwest Initiation Coordinating Committee, indicating that they will continue, Arabile, to monitor these schools and clamp down on more bogus initiation schools.